We're in a Scooby. Oh dear. It's about to happen. It's about to go down. It does make a good fucking noise though. I do like it. What? Fucking hell. Right, what's up guys? So today, it is Scooby time. Here we are in the first Subaru Impreza. This is my first one I've ever actually been in as well, so this should be quite an interesting experience. The first thing to which I actually have to say, the noise of the car is really weird to me because I've never been in one of these. It's really sort of, I don't know, it's like I've never actually been in, you know, a boxer engined car, so the sort of noise sensation you feel in the car is really different to any other. Obviously it does sound like every generic Subaru Impreza though. I think they all do have this sort of tone to it. I do actually quite like it though. This one itself has got the Spec full exhaust system decat. Sounds really good. You can sort of feel it in you when it's sort of on idle. You've got a nice boost gauge up here telling me what boost I'm running. I must admit this car is stupidly clean for the year. It's a Subaru Impreza 2000, the last generation of this shape. First impressions though, I must admit the seats are really hugging. They really are. Compared to the Evo, I think of this generation, this feels a bit tighter on my sort of sides. There's a bit more of the seat though as well, which is quite a nice feeling actually. I actually quite like it. It feels like there's more going on. It isn't just like a bucket seat with a little thin bit of plastic in there to stop you from falling out the side of the seat. Oh, it sounds awesome though. It sounds well good. Oh, nice little bang there as well when we changed gear. It's that noise that it sort of baffles me a little bit in my head. I know it sounds really weird, and I don't think many people will really get this, but it's like it's going and I've never felt that before in any car, so it's quite a different driving experience to have that sort of in the back of your ears. This has also got a K&N air filter on it with a HKS dump valve. Now for the standard power, I think these run about 250 brake horsepower. It's actually relatively quick for what you would say it is, you know, for a standard car. It is when you're sort of not really on power, but you put your foot down and, you know, there's a bit of sluggishness in the engine. You can really hear that thud from the engine. It's not too bad, but if you know how to drive it and you know where sort of, you know, to rev it to and you know where to drop it into gear, it's actually quite pleasing in a way. You're able to sort of handle the power a little bit more because you know exactly when it's going to come in, which is a little bit better than being like sort of shocked into the power. It does make a good fucking noise though. I do like it. What? Fucking hell. For a standard car, that fucking performs so well in my opinion. It really does. With obviously the four-wheel drive system, you're able to sort of tip it into a turn. The front's gone round it before you can even think about the back going round. It's a really nice sort of experience to experience that. This is on uprated springs and shocks as well, which are doing a really good job. We're down quite a bumpy road at the moment, doing, you know, the national speed limit, which is on this road, and it's soaking up the bumps. It's stiffer and stabler, but it's comfier. Does that make sense? Now my main exercise for this sort of video is to find out why these are a lot cheaper than the Evos, and I don't really understand it, if I'm honest. I don't understand why they're so much cheaper. There's another Scooby there. Now, I would like to know why these are cheaper. I can get that the Evos are a little bit more sought after, I suppose, but ones of this year are, you know, 3 times the price, and after driving it for a little bit, I don't really understand why. Obviously, this one, in comparison to maybe a 4 that I've done, the 4 has got a bit of a better road presence, I think. It looks a bit more race car. It's a bit of a weird one though. I can't see why there's so much more money. I do like the bonnet scoop though. It like looks like you're going to eat people as you're driving along. I must admit, it goes into gears. The clutch all feels really nice. Gearbox feels really nice. You know, it's quite tight. It drops in really, really nicely, and you're able to sort of bang it through the gears pretty easily, which is quite nice. It makes such good noises. I actually love the noises. It does sound quite angry, this car, and I quite like that. Whatever rev you're at, it's sort of like in the background. It's actually quite a nice thing though. Like a little dog in the back of the car going constantly. I do like the massive spoiler though. When you look in the mirrors, it's just like boom, like that. It looks fucking awesome, it really does. So guys, let's have a look around this Subaru Impreza. Now, straight away, I actually quite like the styling of these ones, the classic shape. It actually looks a lot better close up than I thought it would be. To be honest, I've never actually properly looked around one of these. I'm not even going to lie, I've never looked around one of these. I've looked around the sort of bug eyes, and I've looked around like the really new shape one, but apart from that, I haven't actually looked around this shape, but I actually really like it. I like the idea that it looks quite aggressive from the front. So you got like the bigger bumper, you got, you know, the lights coming down here and stuff. That looks quite nice. Big fog lights, but obviously you got the covers on them on this one. The red horn thing behind the thing, I think that's quite a Japanese thing, because they all seem to have that. The bonnet itself, many scoops. I like these scoops. This is my favourite scoop though, I must admit. I like that you can see this from when you're driving. I actually like that idea. So when you're sort of driving it, you can just see that. So it looks like you're going to gobble people up as you're driving it. Involt wheels, quite nice. I like the powder coated sort of grey on those. They look really nice on the blue. I do actually prefer it to the gold, if I'm honest, that they would generically have on these. Big wing on the back, really do like that. Nice and prominent when you're in the car. You can really see it from pretty much every angle. I do quite like this black trim across the bottom as well, like the side skirt. I do quite like that. It sort of flows with the car, it sort of ends at the back, exactly where the exhaust comes out. Nice exhaust system there, bling bling. Sounds really good, do like that. One thing to note on these though, which I've been told, is rear arches, they do like to rust. Front arches I don't know as much, but the rears do go very easily on these. This one is no exception. A little bit of rust in there, but it's nothing that can't be handled. Let's jump inside. Pillarless doors. The whole pillarless door thing turns me on. I love it. I love that idea. I'm a very big fan of the whole pillarless thing. Inside, Momo steering wheel is standard, which is pretty race. I do like that. These seats though, I didn't think were going to be that comfortable, if I'm really honest, but I'm actually very impressed with them. They do sort of work with you really well, especially on sort of the sides here, because you've got so much more going on. You can sort of make yourself a lot comfier in them, which is quite nice. And you've got a slight armrest as well, which is crazy. It's quite a nice idea, that. And the white gauges as well. I like the white gauges. Since I've been driving it, every old person that I've driven past has gave me a very dodgy look, and I'm not quite sure why. Low down for bloody walkers everywhere. Staring at you funny because you're in a Scooby. Does have a whiff of chav about it sometimes. That's the trouble about these, I think. And I know we're all thinking it, and it is a real shame, but I think it's the truth. There's a whiff of antisocial about it, and I quite like it. The fucking noise it makes when she's on full chat. Awesome car, really is. It does have a whiff of antisocial about it, this car. Regardless if it was loud or not, I do think that that's what these are, is a bit of a moment of antisocialness. You can completely see why though. So overall, what do I think of this car? Well, I'm very impressed actually. I was expecting to know the difference and completely be obvious to the difference in price between these and the Evos, and I just can't see it. Evos do give you a bit more of a fizz, I think, because they're faster. I think the ones that I've driven have been, you know, 100 brake horsepower more than this one. So I think that's where you're going to sort of get you more of a fizz from. But as a car and how it drives and, you know, how it tracks around a corner and stuff, there isn't much of a difference, I don't think. I think it's down to how well the cars have been kept. I think, especially with an older car like this and, you know, with the previous Evos that I've done, you're going to have a little bit of leeway in how the car feels with how it's been sort of used and how it's been, if it's been abused in its time, and, you know, if it's been kept maintained right. It's just one of them things, and I think I am very, very blown away and impressed with this car. I really am, and I'd love to see what the newer varieties have and what they can sort of offer on top of this package, because I think this package is pretty awesome. So guys, if you like the video, make sure you like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.